Savannah, it's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam. And just like that, we are going to get underway with our first competition here this afternoon, JCB Racing. This is a bracket-style tournament where our drivers will compete head-to-head for the first 8 points towards the overall event championship. We're going to follow the bracket from round 1 on to the semifinals and eventually on to that all-important JCB Racing finals. So, who's ready for JCB Racing? Great matchup here. First time in Monster Jam between father and son. Up first, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. His opponent, John Zimmer Sr., Uproar. Your winner, Terminal Velocity. It was a good race and a close finish, but round 1 of the father and son matchup goes to Junior as Terminal Velocity will move on to the semifinals for the second day in a row. Another marquee matchup from Oskaloosa, Iowa, Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. His opponent from Paris, Texas, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. There's your winner, JCB Digatron. So many things to talk about during that race, not the least of which right now you can see one of our tech officials resetting that turn pole that was hit by Gravedigger during his racing pass, which would have resulted in a disqualification, but Tristan England and JCB Digatron able to cross the finish line first regardless, so he gets a little bit of revenge after falling to Gravedigger in the finals last night, and Tristan England is headed to the semifinals here this afternoon. Coming up next, racing out of Rockport, Texas, it's Alex Barden. Just get her done, too. His opponent from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Brandon Telechka, Megalodon. Maybe a staging battle on our hands. They will reset and reapproach their starting lines. They're locked in. Let's go. Too close to call with the naked eye. Both the fans in the stands, the fans at home, and the Monster Jam officials are going to rely on the super glue glued to the action replay as they watch it frame by frame. I am not envious of the position that they're in. Your winner, Megalodon. Closest race of the weekend so far, and Megalodon is victorious by a nose. He will move on to the semifinals, and he will improve to 10-2 over Alex Barden on the season. Final matchup of round number 1 from Clarion, Pennsylvania, Tony Oaks, Thunder Roaris. And representing Orlando, Florida, Logan Ashline, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Your winner, Thunder Roaris. And just like that, we are down to the final 4. Before we get underway with the semifinal round, let's take a look up at the video board and remind everybody how we got here. Terminal Velocity able to take down Uproar in that father versus son matchup. Then it was JCB Diggatron taking down Gravedigger, getting a little bit of revenge for last night as Tristan England will move on to the semifinals. And we saw Megalodon in a photo finish defeat Just Get Her Done 2. And then moments ago, it was Thunder Roaris taking down Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Good pass for Dalmatian, but not quite good enough. The final 4 is set here in Savannah.
Savannah, this is the JCB Racing semifinal round. The fastest 4 drivers of the event had advanced to this round, and the winner will continue to the final round and compete for racing win in the first 8 points of the afternoon. So Savannah, who's ready for some more JCB Racing?
2 great matchups on our hands, and this is a semifinal round rematch from last night. Terminal Velocity versus JCB Diggatron. close to call. Once again, we're going to go to the Super Glue, Glued to the Action replay. Fans at home, fans in the stands, the Monster Jam officials, all going to review the tape. Another close finish as we slow it down. Your winner, JCB Racing. With that big-time win, JCB Racing will advance to the finals for the second event in a row. Tristan England sits atop center pod. But you might be wondering why we reset and restarted that race. We had a malfunction with our staging lights. There you can see them on your TV screen or up on the big board. We're looking for 4 amber lights across those lights. That means that they can go green. When you see the outside lights illuminate, that means they can fire their trucks and approach the line. Once the inside yellow lights illuminate, that means we are seconds away from going green because the drivers are looking in opposite directions. Each one of those staging lights on either end of the arena need to be in sync. If they are not, we must reset and we must restart, which is what happened in that semifinal matchup. We still have one more semifinal matchup and they are ready to go. It's Megalodon versus Thunder Roris. Your winner, Thunder Roris. Before we get underway with our final race of the afternoon, worth noting that the staging light issues have continued. You may have seen some of our tech officials get to the lower bowl as they were staging those Monster Jam trucks on their starting line by hand. That is exactly what we're going to do here in the final matchup. So you might want to keep your eye on the tech officials. That are the individuals in the yellow and black fire suits on either end of the arena in that lower bowl. But with that said, we have a great matchup here in the JCB Racing Finals with 8 points on the line. Are you ready to meet your final contenders? Coming up first from Clarion, Pennsylvania, Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris. His opponent, 2023 World Finals Racing Champion, Tristan England, the JCB Racing. Savannah, let's go racing! Your winner, Thunder Roris. What a race and what a finish. From up in the perch, my vantage point, it looked like both competitors may have struck those turn poles, but upon further review, the Monster Jam officials determined that Thunder Roris had a clean pass. JCB Digatron did not, and that means that your winner, once again, Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris.
We have some amazing competition, Tony, out here, and you have been able to capture the first win here in event number 2, and you had to go up against a really good lineup. How did you overcome? How did you get that W?
You know, it was all about overcoming a track right here. This track is starting to rut up pretty bad down here. On the second round, when I came around the first turn, it kind of threw my truck straight. And when I executed the second turn, I looked and I saw it did the same thing to Brandon Toluchka back here. And I'm like, yes, a win's a win, baby. I'll take it. But I knew it was going to be a challenge. Tristan England 2023 Racing Championship. Man, with that JCB truck, he's so hard to beat. You saw him race Tyler. He still came across the line first. He's one of the best in the business. To be able to come out here, I thought I hit this turn pole. I was so close, but I guess I didn't. And when they told me I'm on the radio with Tyler, he said, man, he hit the turn pole. You win, dude. To win against the JCB Digatron, man, it's just a huge honor to be here.
Hey, well, you've got another competition coming up. We got the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. I know that's something that you definitely like to do. And with this dirt and with this kind of, you know, lineup, how are you going to get that W? How are you going to get that win here?
Man, I got a few tricks up my sleeve, but one thing's for certain. You're going to see trucks on their back wheels, front wheels, side wheels, upside down wheels. Savannah, hold on to your butts because it's about to get hot.
Let's hear it for your JCB Racing winner, Tony Oaks and Thunder Roris.
Huge congratulations goes out to our first winner of the afternoon, Tony Oaks and Thunder Roris. With that competition behind us, let's take a look up at the video board and see where things shake out. For the first time here this afternoon, the BKT overall event standings. Of course, with the big time win, Thunder Roris will put 8 points on the board. For finishing in second place, Tristan England and the JCB Digatron not far behind with 7 points. Then we've got a deadlock between Brandon Toluchka, Megalodon, and Terminal Velocity John Zimmer Jr. They've got 4 points apiece for making it to the semifinal round. And then with a little bit more work to do, we've got another tie, this time of the 4-way variety between Gravedigger, Just Get Her Done 2, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and Uproar. There are still plenty of points up for grabs. Anybody can walk away with that overall event championship here this afternoon. Our next competition is going to be the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. This is where you're going to see some of the most technical moves in our sport put on full display. Our drivers are going to have 2 attempts to wow you with their best trick on just 2 wheels, and your opinion is the only one that matters over at judgeszone.com. All of that's coming up next in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge.
Like I said, I've been hanging out with the fans right now. We have our next game coming up. This is my friend Valencia. Valencia, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So you said this is your first time out to Monster Jam?
It is.
Who are you hanging out with over here? So you got your family?
Yes, I have my son and my godson and his mom and a daughter.
Okay, get a whole group with you here. Well, here's a game that we're going to play, okay? Are you a big Disney fan?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a game called Finish the Lyric. If you can finish these lyrics, I'm going to give you tickets to Frozen at Disney and Encanto. Disney on Ice, Frozen and Encanto happening here at the Inmark Center, February 27th to March 2nd, if that works for you. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Well, let's see if Valencia can finish these lyrics. Let's go ahead, play that song. What we got? You know this. Y'all help her out. Y'all ready?
Let it go, let it go, not hold back anymore.
No, that was good. That was good. I saw you pull the lyrics out of your phone, but you know what? We'll look right past that because she's saying she got up here. Y'all give it up for Valencia. She's getting tickets to Disney on Ice, Frozen in Encanto, coming here to N Market Center in Savannah, Georgia, February 27th to March 2nd, 2025. Get your tickets. You're going on sale October 8th at Ticketmaster.com. Good job. Let it go. We got it.
Well, all of our Monster Jam trucks are ready to go here for our second competition, the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. So really quickly, we're going to do a Monster Jam Truck Parts 101 right here. I am holding the locker. There is gears right here, There is two ends right here where they have the inner axle. And then right here, these compress on each side and decompress. What happens is this locker is located in the housing right here in the differential or the third member. And what this locker allows to do is allows our Monster Jam tires to spin at different speeds depending on what the locker decides to do. So that is just a little inside look at some of the parts that help drive all of the power here on our Monster Jam trucks.
Without further ado, it is time to get back behind the wheel of those Monster Jam trucks for the aforementioned Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Like I said before, this competition is entirely up to you at judgeszone.com. For more on how that's going to work, let's kick it back down to Ray Villarreal. Ray, what do you got for us?
Well, Savannah, this is your first opportunity to score our Monster Jam superstars using judgeszone.com. Now, at the conclusion of each run, when the ribbon board goes red, you have 20 seconds to get on your phone and head to judgeszone.com. There you will enter the code SAV. So right now, I just got to put that code in, but you can do it. So you'll type in the code SAV, and after that, you will slide the BKT tire up or down to the score you want to give the superstar, and then hit submit. Now, our drivers are counting on you to score accurately and fairly, as today's event will help crown our BKT overall event champion. I know that was a lot, but Savannah, you guys got that? You guys ready? All right, well, who's ready for the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge?
We are going to start things off with John Zimmer, Uproar.
Scoring is now open. Judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds to score. Once again, that code is SAV. And give it up for Uproar. Pretty good start to that, right, John?
Absolutely. A little bit of new school, a little bit of old school there from the veteran John Zimmer. You can see he goes to the popper in the first attempt, and then old school with the big time sky wheelie. So he gets on the nose of that Monster Jam truck, and then he lets that Monster Jam truck fly. Now the question becomes, for the first time here this afternoon, what these fans in Savannah thought. Let's see. 6.235, a good score, and your score to beat. Coming up next, 2023 World Finals two-wheel champion, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. We talked in trackside about Tyler Menninga working on a new trick. Something not many have seen before. Looks like he might be setting up for it here. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores for Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger.
Okay, Tyler Menninga's working on that new trick. I mean, he is a former world champion on 2 wheels, but that one did not quite go his way. But you got to appreciate the effort over and over again from Tyler Menninga trying to be innovative.
One of these days, John, we're going to see that move take off the way he wants it to. But I want to go back to something that Tony Oaks said there in his interview, his winter interview, John, was that it was rutting up. So you have to kind of wonder if some of those, if that BKT tire kind of caught on one of those ruts and wasn't allowing Tyler to do the trick that he wanted to do. Because, you know, time and time again, we have seen Tyler execute a bicycle without any problem, even trying this new move he's trying to execute.
I totally agree, and you can see a few more ruts there from Gravedigger landing on its side here on this portion of the arena floor. Let's take a look up at the video board and see what you guys came up with for Gravedigger. Giving him an A for effort there, 5.030. Second place for now, score to beat still with Uproar.
I got another game coming your way. It's time for Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. And to play that game, we got Luke in the house. Luke, how's it going, man? You having a good time today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you a big Monster Jam fan?
Yeah.
How long you been watching Monster Jam?
Like a year.
A year? That's a pretty long time. Okay, man. Well, look, let's go ahead and play a game and see if we can get you a prize. It's called Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. So, game super easy. You see we have 3 helmets on the screen right there. We're going to put a trophy in one of those helmets, shuffle it around, and if you could tell me which one has the trophy, I got a Spin Master for you. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all help him out, Savannah. It's time for Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. Let's see if Luke can win this game right here. Trophy going in the center, shuffling it around. Every day I'm shuffling. All right, let's see what you got, Luke. Okay. Luke, what do you think? Is it 1, 2, or 3? 1. Well, let's find out if Luke is right. It's not number 2. It is not number 3. Show me number 1. Luke, congratulations, man. You are the winner. You got it right there. And I promise you, I got that Spin Master for you right there. So you can pick up a Spin Master at the merch stands. And Luke, that was a great job. We're going to get back to more Monster Jam action. It's my favorite event, the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills. Give it up for Luke.
Right back to the action indeed, this time with Alex Barden and Just Get Her Done 2.
Scoring is open. You guys know what to do. Judgeszone.com. That code is SAV. And score for Just Get Her Done. I say you got her done out there. That was pretty nice.
Very consistent run, start to finish. Both attempts look good. A lot of great vertical position, great balance there. The first attempt is on the super glue, glued to the action replay. He decides to get on the front BKT tires, but does it from two different variations. First, the forward popper, and then that stoppy, little bit of a moonwalk combination. Question is it enough for the top spot? Let's find out. Your score to beat, remember, is a 6.235. Your score for Just Get Her Done 2 is more than enough for that top spot. A great score for a great run, 8.139. Alex Barden now in first place. Keep the action going this time with Logan Ashline and Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Scoring is now open. JudgesZone.com. Logan Ashline, Monster Mutt Dalmatian flying high out there.
Logan Ashline still really in her rookie season when you put it all together, getting better and better here in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. A lot of that comes with the seat time, but a lot of it comes with confidence, and you can see that confidence continuing to build. Also, shout out to Logan Ashline. She has family and friends in attendance here this weekend. Now the question becomes, will that nice ovation from the Savannah faithful turn in to a top score? Score to beat, 8.139. And your score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is... yes, indeed. Wow, 8.764. Maybe a little bit of that home cooking on the road for Logan Ashline. Either way, we've got a new leader and a new score to beat. Looking to make it 2 wins in a row, it's Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris. For those following along, 1 attempt remaining for Tony Oaks and Thunder Roris. Great start.
Scoring is now open. JudgesZone.com. Lock it in, Savannah, code SAV. We saw Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris claim the first 8 points. It comes out here with the multi-combination moves. I mean, Kay Young, you're in the back. You were talking to Tony. What do you think about that, Kay?
Definitely, he was going after that combination there on that second attempt too, and was able to really execute it. I think it's going to be a nice score there from our fans. If we take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay there, able to balance it. The scores are locked in, John.
What a run. Tony Oaks is feeling it. Let's find out the scores. 8.764 is your score to beat. The score for Thunder Roris is another new leader, Tony Oaks, 9.311, and a brand new score to beat. While we have a break in the action, Monster Jam fans want to take this opportunity to shout out Low Country JCB. We all know that Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB all across the world. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam. That's the one and only JCB. But a special thank you is due to Low Country JCB for providing all the equipment here this weekend that you see out on the track. Visit jcb.com to find a dealer near you and learn more about these impressive machines. Thanks, Low Country JCB. With that last run, Tony Oaks really shaking the snow globe, jumping out on top. We still have 3 more competitors left. Up next, it's John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Don't be fooled, Monster Jam fans. 1 attempt still remains for Terminal Velocity. He could be measuring off for a bicycle attempt, maybe a sidewall donut attempt. We've seen 1 unsuccessful attempt at this trick so far.
Scoring is now open. JudgesZone.com. Locking the scores for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
That bicycle executed to perfection. As a matter of fact, the entire run from start to finish was about picture perfect. John Zimmer Jr. once competed in World Finals for the 2-wheel championship, and you can see why he might be young, but that technical prowess behind the wheel definitely beyond his years. The question now becomes, was that enough to give him the top spot? Let's see your scores, Savannah. A nice ovation and a good score, but it is not enough here today. 8.203, third place for now. Here comes Brandon Telechka, Megalodon.
Scoring is now open. JudgesZone.com, code SAV, and lock in the scores for Brandon Telechka. Megalodon pulling off two fantastic moves. Kay, I know that this was your guy, your pick for today. What do you tell me about Brandon?
Hey, I'm loving what I just saw. That donut there at the end on the last attempt. I mean, that was probably the best bicycle that we have seen so far here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And of course, if we take a look at the replay, the popper, there's a lot of pressure on the corners. The corners of the front tires there on Megalodon, but well executed. Sean, I'm really excited to see what the fans here in Savannah think about this 2 attempts.
I'm excited to see the scores too, but while we're talking about our picks, I just want to remind you who has so far picked the person who's in the lead in this competition and the JCB Racing competition winner. In the meantime, let's see your scores for Megalodon. It is good. He will take over third place with an 8.652, but he will fall short of that top spot, which will continue to belong to Thunder Roris. Final competitor is a big one, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. There you see it on the big screen, Monster Jam fans. The wheel detached for Tristan England during that run. He took off the steering wheel, and he still has a 1 attempt to go.
Lock in those scores. The last competitor in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills competition, Tristan England Digatron. Head on over to JudgesZone.com. You know, John, I know that you have Tony Oaks here, and he is currently in the lead with a 9.311, but that was a strong run from Tristan England Digatron.
It was a great run. I'm feeling pretty good about my pick for overall event championship because right now Tony Oaks can't finish worse than second in this competition, but Tristan England, the JCB Digatron, he may have done enough to pull this win away, but it's not up to me, it's not up to you, it's not up to Kay Young, it is up to the fans in the stands, and we're not going to have to wait any longer. The score to beat is that 9.311 with Thunder Roris. Your score for JCB Digatron is... It is not enough. Second place with an 8.840. And that means your winner once again is Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris. When you have a start to a day like that, you can afford to flex on him. There he is, Tony Oaks.
Tony, we love watching you out here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. It's something that looks so effortlessly from you. You were able to get that win. This momentum has really been carrying you, right?
You know what? During racing, the dirt was a challenge. During two-wheel skills, I love this Savannah dirt. I tell you, that thing just sticks right to the ground, climbs up that jump just beautifully. On the second move, I was just looking for the starting line right here. Thank you guys for painting this nice flower line, because as soon as I saw that line, I knew I could lean back, get that combination move back onto the rear bumper, I had that thing in reverse, kind of freaking out a little bit. I was thinking I was going to roll over backwards, but you know what? We ended up on top. Here we are again. You know what I say? The first one to put your jaw on the floor, that's who gets the high score. But guys, what we got coming up next? The wild, the crazy, the clinically insane freestyle motocross riders. Let's go!
Let's make some noise for your Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge winner. It is Tony Oaks and Thunderoris.
Congratulations goes out to the only winner we have seen thus far this afternoon, of course, Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. And yes, I am feeling pretty good about my pick for overall event champion right now. But we are heading into halftime. This is the perfect time for all you fans to get out of your seats, stretch your legs, walk around the concourse, grab some refreshments, maybe even check out an official Monster Jam merchandise stand. But don't go too far, as we're coming right back with some more Monster Jam action. Let's take a look up at the video board and check out some very special VIP fan messages.
Savannah, we have brought 4 of the wildest, craziest riders right here to get into the best trick competition, and this is where you fans will decide who the winner is. But before that, our 4 riders are going to test these ramps out. Keep in mind the ramps are about 70 to 75 feet spread apart, and our riders are going to get about 40 to 45 feet high in the air. We need you to get those cell phones out, take pictures and videos. You can upload them to your favorite social media site. You're going to see some wild tricks here as our USHRA safety officials have the green flag. Please welcome our first rider, Brendan Reardon. Let's make some noise for our second rider. Give it up for Nick Desmond. Our third rider up, let's welcome in Greg Duffy. And let's hear it for TJ Tiffany. Our 4 freestyle motocross riders, Team US FMX. They're going to continue on, flying through the sky, testing out these ramps, as we see Nick Desmond follow through on his second practice attempt. Greg Guffey coming to you from Graysonville, Maryland. And TJ Tiffany, our last rider, coming to you from Orlando, Florida. A lot of experience between all of these riders, almost 50 years worth. And they're all super young athletes here. Some of them have their start in Supercross. Some of them just were racers, dirt bike racers, a lot of different backgrounds from all of these riders. Trying to test out what they feel most comfortable doing there, as we see a little captain move there from Brendan Reardon. Finding their comfortability and finding out what type of trick, what kind of style they're going to do for their best trick competition. Our last rider coming back around here is TJ Tiffany. Now let's put our hands together for Team US FMX. We await the arrival of TJ Tiffany, and in the meantime, we're going to get into our best trick competition, and this is where our riders will have one attempt to throw down their sickest trick, and you, the fans, will be judging who is the winner by using judgeszone.com. Just like you've been doing for our Monster Jam drivers there on judgeszone.com, the code is still the same, and you'll still have 20 seconds to lock in your fan score. So, riders, are you guys ready? TJ, Duffy, Nick, Brendan, they're ready to go. Hey, Savannah, are you ready to fly?
All right, let's kick this thing off a little. Best trick competition. Coming up first, we got Brendan Reardon. Brendan Reardon, 28 years old from Jacksonville, Florida. Though he's 28 years old, this man has 24 years of riding experience. He's been on a bike since he was 4 years old. He's also 2017 ISDE gold medalist. So let's see what he has planned for us as he's your first competitor.
Let's make some noise right now for Brendan Reardon. Showing off what is called the cliffhanger, where he locks his feet into the handlebars. That's a cliffhanger, and that is what you're going to be scoring on. That move right there up on the video board. Take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. The cliffhanger brought to you by Brendan Reardon. Get those scores in.
A strong cliffhanger right there, but let's see what that score will be for Brendan Reardon. The score is 8.060. That's a good score, getting us started off. Coming up next, Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond from St. Augustine, Florida. So another Florida boy. He's a fifth-year pro. Started in 2022, part of Monster Jam Arena Tours. Have been traveling all around the U.S. Fun fact, he's the only man who rides a 250, so all the other riders are on 450s. He's actually on a 250, which is just a two-stroke, but he says that's what he grew up riding and is locked in on that. So let's see how he does. Here he goes.
Let's hear it for Nick Desmond. Get those scores locked in right now at judgeszone.com. Showing off his move up there. Let's take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Don't forget you can use the QR code as well to scan to get to judgeszone.com. And if you've not started scoring, you can do so at any time. Ray, do you think it's going to be an 8-point fun of something?
It might be an 8-point fun. He definitely has to get at least an 8-point fun to take out Brendan Reardon. So let's see what Nick has. The score for Nick Desmond is 7.685. Not enough. Brendan Reardon hangs on. But coming up next, we got Greg Duffy. Greg Duffy from Graysonville. Only person to do a double front flip. That's right. Only person to do a double front flip at USFMX. I don't know if we'll see that right now, but he also used to race at the pros nationally. And here he goes as your third competitor.
Some noise for Greg Duffy. Get those scores locked in right now at judgeszone.com. You are officially on the clock. Take a look at the replay. The no-handed backflip.
I can't even do a normal backflip. He did it with
Me
no
neither.
hands. That's super impressive. But is it enough to take out Brendan Reardon? The score to beat is 8.60. And the score for Greg Duffy is... You got a new leader, 9.292. Look, Mom, no hands with that no hands backflip. But we have one rider remaining. Put your hands together for TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany from Orlando, Florida. This man has also been in some movies. I don't know if you know that, Kay. He's actually a movie star, professional stunt rider. He was in Avengers Endgame. It's a good movie. He was in Bad Boys 3 and multiple Netflix series. So this man, you know, he's been around Hollywood a little bit.
He definitely has. You can even add television to that here for TJ Tiffany as he's coming up to the ramp. Let's make some noise for TJ Tiffany. Get those scores locked in right now at judgeszone.com. That was the rock solid where two hands grab the back of the seat as he flies through the sky, almost looking like A little Superman there, right there.
Yeah, Superman. You know, maybe the next movie we'll see him in. But is it enough? Did you just do the Soldier Boy up there? I saw you do the Superman. All right. Well, is it enough to take the top spot? Greg Duffy does hold that lead with the 9.2. And the score for TJ Tiffany is... Not enough, 8.311. So that means it's your winner, Greg Duffy.
A huge congratulations to Greg Duffy. He ends the streak of TJ Tiffany. But before we talk to Greg Duffy, hey, Savannah, we want to see some more freestyle motocross. Oh, come on, you guys can get louder than that. Do you want to see some more FMX? We're going to keep working on it. They're going to come around back to back to back to back 3 more times in what we call a Monster Jam train. And you all need to get as loud as you can, because the crazier the trick is fueled by how loud you get, the bigger the air is how much we can make this arena rumble. So when you see that front tire hit that mat, I need all of you to get as loud as you can for our freestyle motocross riders. We're going to have them come back around again for the second time here this afternoon in our Monster Jam train, our 4 freestyle motocross riders getting ready to showcase the back-to-back-to-back-to-back. All right, let's make some noise right now for TJ Tiffany, Brendan Reardon, Nick Desmond, and Greg Duffy.
You know, Kay, that was pretty good, but I think we could do one more time around. What do you think, Kay?
I think we can too.
I think we need to see if they can get even louder in here. What do you think?
They definitely need to get louder.
How about you ask them?
Can we get louder? Georgia, can we get loud? For the very last time here this afternoon, our 4 freestyle motocross riders are going to take to the ramp here. We need to get them hyped up here. The last time you're going to see them this afternoon. So let's make some noise for TJ Tiffany, Brendan Reardon, Nick Desmond, Greg Duffy. Let's give it up for USFMX.
Make some noise for the boys. Coming around one more time, doing a fantastic job. Brendan Reardon, Nick Desmond, TJ Tiffany, and your FMX Best Trick winner, Greg Duffy. Let's talk to him.
Let's hear it for your winner, Greg Duffy. Greg, congratulations. You have snapped the long winning streak of TJ Tiffany. That has got to feel really good.
Yeah, I mean, TJ's been on a winning streak. He's been talking about it back in the locker room. So, yeah, I had to put him in his place today.
You did the no-handed backflip there, kind of giving the fans a little gasps. You know, how did you come up with that trick? Or, I mean, how do you even execute a trick like that?
You know, I started out first with the backflip and just took one hand off at a time. And then pretty soon I started doing no hands at a time.
When you do the testing there, the four test jump to jump, is that where you kind of figure out where it is that you're going to, or what you're going to do, I mean, for the best trick competition?
Yeah, this is definitely a very demanding sport, and lots of days, hours into foam pits, airbags, just practicing, trying to do the best that I can, and yeah, it's paying off now. I'm kind of living my dream, hanging out with some of my best friends, and being able to perform for some of the best crowds in the world.
Congratulations on your win. Let's hear it for your best trick competition winner, Greg Duffy.
One competition remaining. Now it's time for each of you fans to get your Monster Jam freestyle started. So get out your phones. I see some of y'all right here. Turn on your cell phone lights and follow my lead. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going. Savannah, we have reached the pinnacle of the sport. It's time for Monster Jam Freestyle. Scoring is now open. JudgesZone.com, code SAV, and lock it in for Brandon Telechka, Megalodon. That was ridiculous. That run had a little bit of everything in there, John.
For that, you get the head, the tail, the whole darn thing. He loves to tear that shark apart. And here in freestyle, kicking us off, it is no different for Brendan Telechka. He has had a great couple weeks going back to last weekend up the road in Duluth, Georgia, filling in behind the wheel of the big shark for his sister, Michaela. Let's see what you came up with for that man on the big screen. 8.268, a great way to start things off here in Monster Jam Freestyle. We are going to keep things going in a big way with John Zimmer Uproar.
Score now at JudgesZone.com. Lock in those scores for John Zimmer Sr. Uproar. So many maneuvers out there, John. I saw 5, 4, 3, 2. He let one go. He was on fire.
He absolutely was from start to finish, and I love the way he finished that run with that reverse sky wheelie. Great track awareness, knowing exactly where he's at, and that's what you're going to get with 24 years plus behind the wheel of a monster truck. That's what John Zimmer boasts every time he steps out on the track. Let's see your scores, Savannah. 7.408, another good score. He'll fall a little short of that top spot, and he'll land in second place for now. Here comes Logan Ashline, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Let's show some love to Logan Ashline and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. She took that puppy to the sky, especially off that log stack there, getting some massive air, showing off some great moves there off of the Monster Jam pod. One of the best freestyles I've seen so far in the last couple events we've seen from Logan Ashline and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Look at the air there on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. You can use that replay as a great source to get those scores locked in. It is a highlight package from all of our drivers. John, what did you think about that freestyle there from Logan?
I thought it was great, and I love the way over the last 2 weeks some of the drivers have slowed it down a bit in freestyle and gone to those more technical moves. Really varies things up. Let's see what the fans came up with for Monster Mutt Dalmatian here today. 7.946, another good score, good enough to take over second place, as a matter of fact. But that top spot will still belong to Megalodon. Here comes Alex Barton, Just Get Her Done 2.
Scoring is open. JudgesZone.com. Savannah, you guys got this. You know what to do. Once you get that code, is SAV. You have 20 seconds to lock it in for Just Get Her Done.
Alex Barton, Just Get Her Done, too, over the last 2 weeks. Valiantly filling in for Brandon Toluchka. And you might be sitting here thinking, John, what are you talking about? Brandon Toluchka is driving Megalodon. Yes, indeed, he is. He's filling in for his sister, Michaela Toluchka. So we've had to move things around just a little bit over at MK Motorsports for the last couple weekends. Each one of them, Brandon and Alex, that is, doing a great job behind the wheel of new trucks. Let's see your scores for Alex Barton and Just Get Her Done 2. 7.689. He'll slide nicely into third place. Top spot, though, still with Megalodon. Here comes Tristan England and the JCB Digatron.
Scoring is open. JudgesZone.com. Lock in those scores for JCB Digatron. Tristan England. Combination moves out there. He's been coming up short in these competitions, but he's looking for a top spot right here.
So far, going into last night, Tristan England, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. He has nothing but second place finishes this weekend in Savannah. Can he break through and put himself in a position to win freestyle right here, right now? It's only a matter of time, especially in a long event weekend like this. Tristan England and the JCB Digatron will get his. That's how it's been so far. It's time to find out your scores. The score to beat, remember, 8.268. The score for JCB Digatron is... There it is, new leader. We still have 3 more trucks to come, but Tristan England has put himself in a great position. And Monster Jam fans, if you're ready for an exciting chance to win a ride-along JCB children's toy, here's how you can enter. First, make sure you're following the JCB NA Instagram account. That's JCB North America Instagram handle. Next, snap a photo with a JCB logo or machine in it. Perfect to do that right here while you're at Monster Jam, and post it to your social media accounts. Make sure to tag JCBNA in your post so that everybody can see it, and then you'll use the hashtags JCB Digatron and JCB so that they can find your awesome post. And here's a little bonus. If you go ahead and post that to your story and in the feed with all of that same criteria, you will get an extra entry. So what are you waiting for? The chance to win something awesome from JCB. Put your smiles on and join the fun. Speaking of fun, getting back to the competition, trying to make it 3 wins in a row and perfection, it's Tony Oakes, Thunder Roris.
Scoring is now open. JudgesZone.com. For Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris. Once again, that code is SAV. This man has 2 of the 3 competition victories. Still has a chance for a perfect event. What do you think about that one?
2 runs in a row with a lot at stake, a lot on the line. We already talked about JCB Digatron, Tristan England trying to get over the hump and win a competition for the first time this weekend. And now Tony Oaks trying to walk away with perfection. He is dealing with a pretty big score standing in his way, but it was a very good run. And so far, the crowd has been on his side. Let's see if it was enough for 3 wins in a row. The plot thickens here in Savannah. It is a good run and a good score, but only enough for 3rd place for Thunder Roris. Take a look up at the video board, and there you'll see JCB Digatron holding on to that top spot. Still 2 heavy-hitting competitors to come, though. We'll see if that score holds up and Tristan England can walk away with a freestyle win and maybe an overall event championship. Here comes John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Score now, JudgesZone.com. Code SAV and give it up for John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity. You know, he had a tough freestyle run yesterday, but bounces right back today with a great run there.
One of the things to keep in mind with this score and the final score is where things were for the overall event championship between JCB Digatron and Thunder Roris heading into this competition. JCB Digatron 2 points off the pace, but right now 2 positions better than Thunder Roris. So where Terminal Velocity and Gravedigger finish potentially in between them will go a long way to deciding who walks away with the trophy. Speaking of, score to beat 9.135. Your score for Terminal Velocity is 9.055. That is a great score, and like Ray said, a great way to rebound for John Zimmer Jr. He is your reigning, defending, freestyle world finals champion, Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger.
Give it up for Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. He is our very last competitor here of Monster Jam Freestyle, and this is where you will decide the fate of Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger, or will it be another winner? It'll be up to you to decide here, as well as we're about to crown our overall event champion. Get those scores locked in. John, what a ride there from Gravedigger.
Tyler Meninga with a vintage Gravedigger run right there. Something we have come to expect no matter the settings, stadiums, arenas, from the reigning World Finals freestyle champion. That is not an easy title to earn, but that is the title that Tyler Meninga has. Now, the question becomes, did he win freestyle here today? Score to beat, JCB Digatron 9.135. Your score for Gravedigger is... Yes, he did! Can you believe it? A big-time win for Gravedigger, and yet another second-place finish for Tristan England. But was it enough to upset the balance of the overall event championship? We added those 8 points to the total for Gravedigger. We added all of the points for all of the competitors. Lucky number 7, your overall event champion is JCB Digatron. Even with nothing but second place finishes, not only this afternoon, but all night last night, he walks away with the trophy. And you know what? You might lose the battle, but you can still win the war. And that's exactly what that man did. One more time for your overall event champion, Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Tristan, we might have to go throw some dice here later because it was lucky sevens for you and your team. Dustin Lamar, we've got Joe over here as well. Congratulations. This JCB Digatron truck did its thing.
Absolutely, and it's amazing to be right here in the home of Savannah You guys here in Georgia, I'm a Southern guy. I am from Texas, but I love coming right here because that Southern hospitality sticks, man. I love you, Georgia. We had a great time. We dug through the competition. Thank you to Low Country, everybody that came out today. It's just the first of many for the weekend. We're just getting started. But all these amazing athletes that have been out here all weekend, I can't thank them enough because they push us each and every time. But I will say, John Saponaro had a comment about lucky number 7 and it coming in second. There's nothing wrong with coming in second, but you fans need to quit being biased about your scores, but we still love you. Savannah, Georgia, I got one last question. Can you dig it?
And of course, in just a moment, we will talk to our freestyle winner, Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger. He is chit-chatting there with Logan Ashline, driver of Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Try to get our freestyle winner over here. Oh, he's on his way. He's on his way. So huge congratulations. Let's give it up for our freestyle winner, Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. Tyler, I know this wasn't the event that you foresaw, but you still came out here with a win here in freestyle, something that you're known for. Even without the backflip, you were still able to execute an amazing freestyle.
Yeah, I know. Sorry I'm late up here. I was getting right back in my truck and about to go freestyle again. They told me no, though. I couldn't jump over the Digatron. But you know what? I don't care. Win, lose, or draw out here, guys. Savannah, Georgia, you guys have been awesome this weekend. And that truck right there is known for freestyle. And that is exactly why I drive that truck as hard as I can every time I'm on this track for you guys. It's been a pleasure. I can't wait to come back here in Savannah. I love you guys.
Unbelievable finish to the event. Ray, you got to give kudos to Tristan England for sticking with it. No competition wins, but an overall event championship nonetheless.
Consistency is key, John. You know, he was my pick, and I know you got the pick right yesterday, so we're 1-1. You know who doesn't have a pick yet? That is K Young down there. So we're doing pretty good up here, but that is a competition. That is an event, and we still have 3 more out here in Savannah. So that'll do it for Monster Jam. You know what, John? Go ahead and tell them what they do. They walk on out.
Well, you know what? Thank you for giving me the last word on it, Ray. For Ray Villarreal, K Young, and on behalf of Felt Entertainment, we'd like to thank you all for coming out. My name is John Saponaro. We'll see you at the next Monster Jam.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam, Jam, Jam. Yeah. It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk-its. Full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest